Hi there, let's do the Astro weather for Wednesday, the 18th of October. Take a deep breath, have an extra shot of coffee because this is fight energy today. Okay, before we even wake up, we have our subconscious dealing with some very fiery aspects. Okay, at 1:48 a.m., we have a quincunx with Mercury and Uranus. This is going to have us needing to make an annoying compromise, something that needs to change. You could be woken up by a phone call that is going to change your plans and it's going to be very annoying. Stay flexible, okay? Then at 2:43, we probably get the best aspect of the day, to be honest. The moon is going void at 2:43 and it's going void with a sextile to Pluto in Capricorn. Now, yesterday we had the moon making an opposition aspect with Pluto in Capricorn, and this was bringing up the fight energy then. So today, this might help us kind of deal with whatever subconscious ideas came up that made us very emotional, that put us in a place of wanting to fight yesterday, because this sextile is the positive aspect. It's going to awaken our sentimental nature. We might sort of have dreams of traveling and doing sort of something more extreme, and it makes our emotional life quite distinct and quite loud. So we might have some nice dreams after and then be woken up by an annoying communication. Okay, you also might wake up with a great idea about where you might want to travel to. There might be some really good travel ideas that come to you, but it will be a positive transformation of the mind. So if you do wake up feeling a little bit tired, it's because you have done some positive transforming in your sleep. So then the moon comes out of its void phase at 6:36 and it moves into Sagittarius. And if we weren't already ready to fight, we definitely are now. So a Sagittarius moon is very fiery. It's very spirited. It makes us a bit restless. Sagittarius moon days, things are quite inconsistent. We don't really know what to expect. But it is a good period to be educating ourselves and dealing with kind of higher learning activities. Okay, if you want to let off some steam and overindulge, Sagittarius moon loves that. It also helps us see the big picture, helps us put things into perspective. So just try not to limit yourself when the moon is in Sagittarius, because he does not like that. And don't play it cautious. You know, Sag moon feels lucky and it wants to go on an adventure. Having said that, the aspects for the rest of the day it's a battle, okay? So we have at 8 a.m. a square between the moon and Saturn in Pisces. So the moon is in Sagittarius. We have Saturn in Pisces. Both of them want to make a rule, okay? So these two kind of fight energies in your emotional and your kind of dreamland place can make you feel quite teary, quite depressed. So try and stay away from things. Try and stay away from foods that really kind of spike you. Okay, we want to be staying away from sugars, stay away from like heavy foods, stay away from alcohol. Okay, go hug a pet in the forest or something like that instead. Cancel any important meetings that you have, particularly if it involves somebody in their feminine energy, because this is feminine energy fight weather. Okay, if you work in any businesses that do involve products for feminine energy, products for women, try not to be making any deals. This energy is not very supportive of that. Okay, then at 9:34 a.m. we have that Sag moon squaring off with Lilith in Virgo. Now this is going to be a very fiery aspect. It is going to be looking at where we have chosen others over ourselves and where we might have felt oppressed. Okay, so this is fight and conflict energy with those of us who may have overlooked us or overlooked a collective of people. So do not have a business meeting. Do not go in and talk to your boss if you can manage it, because the energy here is very unbalanced. It is very riled up. So if you are feeling like you have been oppressed at work, not the day to go and have a talk about it, okay? At 2:02 p.m., we do see a nicer aspect between the moon and Mars in Scorpio. So this is kind of more forward movement on an idea or forward movement in a relationship. So it's the energy of shooting that arrow into the distance, even though you might not see where it lands, but passionately going after it. So this is this is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So maybe in the afternoon, if you want to bring up a new idea or ask somebody out or meet a new friend, do so, but do it before the evening rolls around, because at 8:10 p.m. we see Mercury making a semi-square aspect with Venus, and this is relationship communication of the kind of pedantic nature. So this is like someone might not feel heard, or might feel like there's an aspect of the relationship that is unbalanced, and they are gonna bring that up, okay? Then at 10:15 as well, we're gonna roll on through that annoying energy, because then we get a square between Venus and the moon, okay? So this is fight energy again. This is very unbalanced, very fiery, very emotionally driven feminine energy. Arguments between the masculine and the feminine are very likely. Fighting with your mother, also very likely. Creatives also, just be careful under this, because it's the energy of hating your work. The feminine energy is creative energy, but under this aspect, it's like you'll do the work and then you'll tear it all up, which could lead you to just feeling like you're completely useless in your chosen area of creativity. Don't listen to the noise. Okay, just go to bed. At 10:23 p.m. as well, rolling on through all of this annoying energy, we are closing off the aspects with the moon making a semi-square aspect to Mercury. So this is fiery communication if you are still out of bed. This is Sagittarius moon being stubborn and wanting to get its way, and Mercury and Libra wanting to communicate with balance. So Sagittarius energy wants to be correct, always feels correct, feels like everybody should listen to it. Libra energy is also a little bit like that, but Libra energy is like that because it has heard all the perspectives, whereas Sagittarius is like that because it feels like it is right. So we have emotional Sagittarius thinking it's correct, and we have Libra who is trying to avoid the emotional side, trying to communicate balance, and they are fighting each other. So if you have had that kind of unbalanced communication all day, that is not going to end until we wake up tomorrow. So if you can avoid arguments on Wednesday, well done. Otherwise, just strap in, know that it's going to roll through. Try and see the purpose of all of the triggers that enrage you, and remember that everybody is struggling under the same energy, just in slightly different areas. So good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow.